Stories have always captured our imaginations. We watch movies, we read books, and you can go back as far as you want in human history. People have told stories in order to get across important lessons about how we ought to live, what it means to be ethical, what it means to do a good day's work. And so it shouldn't be a surprise to us that when we come to the Bible, Jesus uses stories in order to get across ideas that are complex, that are nuanced, that have a lot of depth to them. So we are starting a new series called Parables of the Kingdom. And what we're going to do is we're going to focus in on a group of parables in the Gospel of Matthew that Jesus regularly introduces as means of understanding the kingdom of heaven. And so they'll begin with phrases like, the kingdom of heaven is like, or the kingdom of heaven can be compared to, and then he'll tell a story. And the reason he does this is because more can be communicated in a story than can be communicated just by telling facts. More emotion can be communicated. Memory is served by hearing a story. And so we're going to go through about 13 parables in 10 weeks, dealing with the kingdom so that we can understand the ideas Jesus is trying to get across of what it means to belong to the kingdom that he saw himself bringing. This week, we're going to launch in Matthew 13, starting in verse 24, to a parable that Jesus gives us that we're probably all familiar with if we've grown up in church. It's the parable of the wheat and the tares. And it's the story of a man who sows good seed in his field. He wants to grow wheat, but an enemy comes along and puts weeds into his garden. And Jesus uses this very common, down-to-earth analogy to help us understand a mystery about the kingdom, something that he's trying to explain about what it means for us to join this movement that he's beginning, and that he will culminate when he is enthroned through his death, burial, and resurrection, and that we now live out even 2,000 years later as citizens of this kingdom that Jesus began. So I'm excited about this series. I hope that you enjoy it. I'll go ahead and hand it off to your life group leaders, and I hope you enjoy this lesson.